Hello everyone and welcome to Code to Data Academy, and today we will start our first Python lecture. I will try to talk about some basic mathematical operations to have a start. Let's move on to the lesson. Okay, we will learn about basic mathematical operations, variables, the notion of variable, then some more mathematical operations, some more advanced strings, briefly, string operations like slicing, and some properties and some functions that we can use with strings, and data type alteration, and print, and properties of print, some special things that we can do with the help of print, and lastly the formatting. Okay, these are my notes. I've already created them to see everything, not to miss anything while writing them down, but I will create another file and I will write everything with you so that you will understand. Last time I showed you how to create a file on VS Code, but again, I will show it. If you're using a Mac, you will see a file, the file section there at the top, file, new file, and I prefer Jupyter Notebooks this time because I have to write everything separately, as you can see here. If you're using macOS, just simply press Command S. But if you are using Windows, just press Ctrl S, okay? And it will direct you to this page so that you can rename and save your file. As is our first lecture, I will give it a name like this: Python Lecture 1. And you can name it as how you want, doesn't matter. So let's start with our first code. We will talk about some basic mathematical operations like multiplication, adding, subtractions, and some more things. Let's first start with this: 3 plus 4. I think everyone knows the answer, right? It's 7. And in Python, it's again 7. Again, as I mentioned last time, once you press Shift and Enter, it automatically runs the code. Just press Shift Enter on the keyboard. It will direct you to selecting kernel. I think I showed it last time. You can select what you want. I usually choose 3.10.12, but I think you download the 3.14.0, which is the latest version. You can also work on it. That doesn't actually matter. This time I will choose 3.10.12, but you can choose whatever you've downloaded. Doesn't matter. Almost doesn't matter. 3.4 equals 7, and in Python it's again 7 because nothing changes. This addition operator just leads to the addition process. That's it. If you write 4 minus 5, it gives you -1. Again, the same, which is like in mathematics. If you press on the cell, this button, markdown, it will create a markdown cell. A markdown cell is different from this Python cell. It's not a code cell. It offers you to write the comment down, to give the code that you've written a name, and so on. It's not runnable, it's not executable, okay? For example, I will write basic operations and Shift Enter, and then you will have the name. Okay, it's not a piece of code, it's the markdown cell. And if you want to give a comment, if you want to leave a comment within the code cell, just simply press, if you're using a Mac, then you can press Shift and 3. You will see this icon, and this operator indicates again the markdown. If you write this down, then whatever you write after this will not be counted as a code piece. You can write again basic operations, so it's related to making a comment. Okay, I think we understood it. Let's move on to multiplication process. 3 times 4. the star operator, I think you can see it well, right? The star operator indicates multiplication. So the result will be, of course, 12. But if you write 3, 2 stars and 4, it means 3 to the power of 4. And it will return 81. So this is multiplication. Sorry. This is multiplication. And this is like kind of finding the power of something, okay? And this is the power. Let's briefly talk about the division process. If you write 42, 1/2, the result will be 21.0, and it's a float number. But if you write double forward slashes, then it will not truncate. It will take the integer part of the result, which will be 21. Okay, so again, you may be confused whether it truncated it or just took the integer part. And to differentiate it, I will show you something. Let's write minus 45 divided by 2 with 1 forward slash. Let's see what happens. It's minus 22.5. But what if I write 2 forward slashes? Minus 45, 2 forward slashes, 2. The result will be minus 23. Look, it did not truncate it. It did not just omit the fraction and return the part before the period. It did not truncate it. It simply took the integer part. What is the integer part of minus 22.5? Of course, it's minus 23. And what is the integer part of 21? It's again 21. So if you're working with negative numbers, you will see that difference more obviously. If you write 56.7 divided by 2, the result is 28.35. But if you write 56.7 and 2 forward slashes 2, the result will be 28. Okay? So it took the integer part. Again, but if you write minus 78.9 divided by, let's say, 3, the result will be minus 26.3. But if you write minus 78.9 and 2 forward slashes 3, the result will be minus 27 because it took the integer part. And the integer part of minus 26 is minus 27. So I think you could understand the difference. One backslash just simply divides this number by the divisor, and returns the answer, and it will be a float number. Even if the number is divisible by the divisor, it will still be a float number. But if you use 2 forward slashes, it will return the integer part of the result. Okay, doesn't matter whether the value that you want to divide is negative or positive. It will work the same. I hope you could understand the difference between 1 forward slash and 2 forward slashes. I think you can understand this, right? Like multiplication of 2 float numbers, and addition of 2 float numbers. Again, they are float. Subtraction of 2 float numbers. Again, it is a float number. That's it. I think they're too easy. Okay, now let's briefly talk about floats and integers. What is the difference between them? For doing this, we use type function. Type minus 90. The result will be an int because there's no period. But if you write type minus 90.0, as you can see, they're the same things. The result will be float because you have a period now. Okay, you have a fraction. Even if the fraction part is 0, still you have a fraction, so the type is float, no longer int.